Positive Psychology in Practice. I'm reading through a wonderful book, thick, interesting, dealing with various chapters about health, about virtue, values. I mentioned extraordinary. And now there's a chapter, contribution of Barry Schartz, who has this paradox of choice, and deals a little with that within this extraordinary book. And I was thinking how right he is when he talks about maximizers, satisficers. Maximizers are those who want only the best, and even then they're not. I mean, they're not satisfied. Well, because the best is so relative and inachievable, and then they're never sure. They always see something. They buy this house, and then a few weeks from that moment, they found a better deal. And same with cars and so many other things. And it's true. I had to cope with this problem, not being a satisficer. Satisficer is the one who satisfies himself with just very good. He doesn't have to spend time with so. Hey. You may cut a cord of electricity there and he dies and we're on fire. And the maximizer is also very unhappy in different circumstances. For instance, they had tests in which he's performing at times better, at times worse than an individual who is tested within him. Generally, it's somebody who's in, who knows about the test, who knows about the test, and for reasons of research, as I said, he's doing better or worse. And the maximizer is so upset, so unhappy with himself, and it's a tendency they have, by the way. Maximizers are generally unhappy, satisfiers are generally happy people. And when someone is performing better, that's hell for maximizers. But nearly that. And indeed, I was thinking in terms of making decisions, how much time I spend in trying to find a computer, a laptop, an e-reader. More recently, a few years ago, when there was a question of a car, I went through all the brands, Peugeot, Fiat, Citroën, and whatever, and all the possibilities, when I should have avoided that. Because indeed you get used with it. It's true, it's an acquisition, even if it was bought by the company, and so it wasn't, well, it was because it's a company where I'm a partner, so it was part of my money. And indeed, I was going to use it for years, and in that it's an important buy, but it's true what positive psychology says, hedonic adaptation, hedonic treadmill, we get used with what we have. So if it has a lot of features, you come to ignore them. It's also true when you don't, like this one doesn't have, it has much less than what the Grand Cherokee had in 2000, what was it, 3 or something. It's also true that we come to expect so much. That's a problem with this, with the advancement of technology and development, wealth, civilization. And speaking of cars, I was reading, and it's true indeed somewhere again in psychology books, that people are not, the air conditioning, power windows, and so much, I don't know now, navigation, all kinds of features on the steering wheel to control everything on the stereo is there. About 20 years ago, uh, the first car, well, the first cars were second-hand ones from Germany. That's in the past, but the first car, it's not 20 years ago, it's 15 or so. Anyway, it was a Skoda, and we had to pay not much. There were Deutschmarks then, and we had to pay, I don't know, 15, 25 Deutschmarks for the lighter in the car. Otherwise, it would be a hole. If you didn't pay 15, 25 marks, I don't know, the equivalent of, let's say, $7, $10 today, you would just get a hole, no lighter. It was optional. Today there's no such thing, unless you're buying a Mercedes or an Audi, or I'm not sure about BMW, but checking to see what they have on offer. We didn't buy a Mercedes or BMW ever. Even if the Chrysler was in that stable then, the Grand Cherokee. It was Daimler Chrysler. Anyway, so for Mercedes, you have to pay optional for so many things, routes, and I think you still do for features, but now they put on panels on in the city or television ads that they offer $10,000 worth of optionals included.